So they say that you are a champion of diversity and LGBTQIA rights. Talk to me about that.
Well, look, I mean, I think, you know, diversity is important because we live in a very diverse world. And I think the TV we watch will reflect that. And I think a big part of it is, you know, it's not enough just to have us in front of the camera, but we got to be behind the camera as well. And because I'm a writer, you know, I really want to help support other writers of color who should be in these rooms, because when you don't involve people that look like us in the process, in the creative process, that's when it becomes exploitation. When you don't involve people that look like us in the process, in the creative process, that's when it becomes exploitation. And so for me, I think we have to be a part of the stories that we're telling about people that look like us. And in terms of the queer community, you know, that was really important for me to really shout them out in my Emmy speech, because that's who I think really lifted up that episode that I won for. They really lifted it up because it was obviously about my coming out and what that experience was. And a lot of them could really relate to that. They really connected to it, and they said for the first time they saw themselves on the TV screen. And so for me, I feel like, you know, it's not just enough to have characters on television that look like everyone else, but I think it's about making sure that we out in the real world still maintain our rights just like everybody else as well.
And that's dope that you saying that people in that world need to be in that room.
Yeah.
Because it's funny when Hollywood try to write for a world that they're not connected to. You know, it
happens a lot. It happens a ton. And I think, you know, it's because, look, it means dollars, you know, for them. But to me, it's like, why not give us an opportunity to tell our own stories? Because that's when it's really going to connect with the people. That's when you get Atlanta. That's when you get Moonlight. You know, that's when you get something like Get Out, you know, or Dear White People. Is because you have a person telling a very distinctive story, and they're doing it in their way, and the people that they're speaking to are going to get it.